All right, so welcome back to our next video on arithmetic sequences, and we're going to keep looking at recursive formula. Okay, so there is only going to be one change, okay, from the previous video to this video, and it's going to affect your answer for D, okay, and it's going to make a slight change in what you're typing here. So let me bring up a calculator, okay. All right, now this part is the same. Our first term is 5. This part's the same. We're going to put a sub n minus 1. But now look what happens when I type in 1 minus 5. Okay, I get negative 4. So instead of typing in plus 4, because that's not the answer to my common difference was a negative number, I'm going to type minus 4. So that is the only change that has happened in this step. Okay. So since my common difference is negative, I'm going to write a minus 4 here in my answer. All right, so let's do one more. Okay, so my first term is 10, so whatever is first in the sequence. And then I'm going to put a sub n minus 1 here, and then 6 minus 10. Okay, so if you're not good with your positive and negative numbers, use a calculator to check. Okay, it's negative 4 again, so minus 4. Okay, and submit my answer. Okay. All right, so now let's go and look at the next set of problems in our Delta Math assignment. All right, it says write an explicit formula that represents the sequence defined by the following recursive formula. Okay, so a sub 1 equals negative 8 and a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus 5. Okay, now it may not seem like we have all the information that we need, but we do. Okay, all right, let's get this lined up better. Okay. All right. So I know that the first term is negative 8. And then I know that a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 equals or plus 5. Okay. All right. So I know my first term and I have my common difference. All right. So now the explicit formula was a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay? All right. So all I'm going to do is plug in a sub 1, which is negative 8. Okay, so I plugged in negative 8. And then I'm going to plug in my value for d, which is 5. So then a sub n plus n minus 1 times 5. All right, and if I want to clean that up a little bit, so I get negative 8 plus, this is distributive property, 5n minus 5, a sub n equals 5n, and negative 8 minus 5 is negative 13. Okay, so 5n minus 13. So I'm going to go here, 5n minus 13. Submit my answer, yes, and there we go. Okay, all right. And you can see here the equivalent is negative 13 plus 5n, okay? And it looks like either form works, okay? So they will accept it. I think they'll accept it without you having to simplify it, okay? So right here, so let's do another example and see if that works as well. All right. So I need to write an explicit formula that represents the sequence defined by the following recursive formula. All right. So I know that a sub n equals a sub 1 plus, now in Delta Math, they put the d in front of n minus 1. Okay, and that's okay. There's no difference. Okay. All right, so a sub n equals, well, a sub 1 is negative 8. Okay, and my common difference is right here. Now, since it's negative, I'm going to put -6, parentheses, and -1. All right, and let's see what delta math will accept. Okay, so -8 minus 6, parentheses, n -1. Submit my answer. And there you go. Okay, and see here is where if I were to take that and simplify, so if I were to distribute, so -8 minus 6n plus 6, which gives me -6n, and -8 plus 6 is -2. So whichever one you would like to type in will be counted as correct. Okay. All right. So that's going to wrap up arithmetic sequences. And if you have any questions, please let me know.